So why is he there when he wasn't the president, when he isn't the president, but he's being given these contracts that is in the government building? And I just think that's very highly unusual. And as a normal supplier, you wouldn't have close connections with the buyer, and you certainly wouldn't know what money is available, would you? Because it's called a fair competition. And I don't think that with Elon Musk, I don't think it is a fair competition. That's why he's able to win these contracts. It was just said about that $4 million contract that was won. But what about the other defense companies? Did they get a look in? Did they apply? There's no mention of that. If you look at if you went onto the website, you would have been able to see the contracts that are available, for example, in the US Department, for example. And there are contracts for you to apply for if you're in America, for example, on SamGov, for example, as well as the US Department of State. They've got their contracts as well. And like I said, start off small. Don't go for these big contracts. Start off small first. Get it, and then you get another one. And you build. It's a building block. You do the same in the UK as well. Because wherever you are in the world, I believe there's plenty of contracts for everyone. You just got to choose the right ones where there's not everyone jumping for the same one. Try and be not be in that fishbowl. Try and think differently so that you can win multiple contracts, because multiple contracts can add and will add up to $1 million, for example, a year, for example. Or if you want to go for $1 million contract, then you go for $1 million contract. Try and keep it under 5 million. But if you're just starting out, start small and look at those ones at like 100,000 a year that they'll pay you. Go for those little ones. Those are the ones where you'll get to that million. Seriously, it will work. If you do it in that way, you will find out that it will work for you in that way. And you'll get there a lot quicker than going for the ones that are 5 million and more. Try and start with the smaller ones and build up, because if you get something that's paying you $10,000 a month, for example, and you've got multiple ones of those, you build up as you get one. By the end of the year, you'll have $1 million, for example. Okay, so I'm just breaking it down to you, and I explained to you about Elon Musk, the contracts that he's got, and the subsidiaries that he's been able to benefit from, and the loans that he's been given. And yes, he paid them back. Wonderful and great. But you can also look at what you're eligible for when it comes to applying for contracts, when it comes to scaling your business, for example, whether you're in the UK and you're doing a seed fund in the UK, or whether you're in America. There's lots of different aspects that you can look at. But you can start applying for a contract that is not going to require you to have 250,000, for example, in your account. You start with the small ones. Start with one that that's going to pay you 10 grand a month, for example. Start with small ones, or even less than that. And you have multiple lower value contracts. and then they end up making it into something big, for example. And you'll be able to manage it because you would have built step by step, slowly, for example. And then you grow your business to where you need it to be. Because remember, it's not you that's delivering, it's your team that will be delivering, for example. Okay, so I hope that was helpful to you, and I hope that I will put some links here about the references and where I got my information from, so you don't just think I'm talking off the top of my head. You know, I have been doing research on this, and I've been doing research for quite some time actually on this, from when it's really started kicking off. So have a wonderful evening, everyone. I hope that that's given you some thought and some encouragement. Okay, don't let what you hear in the news get you down. Don't let that stop you. Let that fuel you. That's your fuel for you to push and be that eagle and fly high. And fly high as you can possibly fly, because an eagle can fly high, and an eagle doesn't run away from the storm and shrinks and hides. An eagle runs into the storm and flies higher, because it uses that storm and that wind to be able to fly higher. So have the eagle mentality, because that's how you'll be able to grow your business, and that's how you can look at getting contracts. Because Elon Musk, he does have an eagle mentality. Even though you can love or hate him, for example, he has an eagle mentality, and that's why he's one of the richest men in the world, for example. So I hope that you'll be able to learn from this, and don't let it stop you. Okay, you push and you keep going, and you get that contract, and you help your community. Help your community. Okay? All right, so thank you, everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and I will speak to you tomorrow. I'll be going live again tomorrow at 7 p.m. with some more news and some updates, some encouragement. I'm keeping it real, but at the same time, I don't want you to stop. I want you to push forward and be even stronger. And don't let nobody stop you from your dreams. Take care, everyone. Thank you. Bye.